All right, welcome everybody to my third champ replay analysis. I am actually dropping in rank right now. Just been on a massive losing streak. I can't remember if I win or lose this game. I think I win this game because I had a buddy I was playing with, and he kind of popped off and carried me. But let's see if I can get back out. I'm not sick anymore. I finally have my voice, so I'm able to get back to these. So let's start it off. Kickoff. We win the kickoff, so I go get boost. It's fine. I see my teammate up, ready to challenge. I'm stacking. So this is interesting. I'm expecting my teammate to challenge, right? And so I start playing off the challenge here. I assume he's gonna hit the ball. He's gonna hit the ball, and either it's gonna 50, depending on where he hits it. Hopefully into the corner. It goes over. This is on me, right? I'm playing before the play, and I really shouldn't do that, especially when it comes to other players, because people are unpredictable. If it's a bounce off of a wall or a ceiling, you can play predictively off that, because it's, as long as nobody else is coming. Because it's easy to predict. There's not a lot of variables. It's just the bounce off the wall. But when you have two people right here, I'm trying to predict what they're going to do, and that's really, really hard to do when I don't have a need to do that. If it was a dire situation, there's an argument that, okay, I have to decide. I have to try to predict what he's doing to save the shot, right? But that's not what happened. That's not what is happening here. What's happening here is I'm stacked with my teammate. Right here is good position. I should turn back towards our goal and hold defensive positioning, and if worst case scenario, I just come up midfield for a pass. But I think that my teammate's going to challenge, and I'm coming down fast, so I turn towards him. Again, if I turn the other way, go this way, and then come back here, we're fine. We're in a way better spot. Luckily, my teammate is able to make a good clear. I go get back boost, rotate far post. I'm creeping up in net. All right, this has to stop. This has to stop. Like, I understand why you're anxious to get out and get a play, but this is where I need to be, and you can just watch it happening. Right here. Boom, stop. I'm watching the ball, and I'm not really focused on what my car is doing, and that's just not good. It's not good. It's not high-level, concise, consistent play. I'm drifting in front of net. If they were better, they score on me, right? My teammate didn't get the save, and they were good. They own me with a good shot here. I'm just in a weak defensive stance. They both double commit though. And it's an open goal. This is why ranking up is so hard, right? Like, based off of that play, nobody would know what they did was wrong. They would not know that they double committed with their teammate in the beginning and then rotated the incorrect way, right? There was no punishment for that. They wouldn't know that, oh, I went too far into goal, right? And I was in a weak defensive stance, because we scored off of it, because the opponent's double committed. That's why this game is so hard, is because that play, while ridiculously bad on my part in terms of positioning, ended up in a positive for me. And my brain tells me, oh, what I did was right, when it was the furthest thing from right. So you got to be careful and not always assume that just because you score, just because you get possession, just because you make a save, that doesn't mean that what you did was correct. What that means is you got lucky, and you got lucky doing the wrong thing. But that's not going to fly as you rank up, right? Like, I'm still not very good at this game. I'm in a higher rank, but I'm not good, I would say. And if I'm trying to get to GC, people are going to shit on me. If I hold this positioning or make these rotations. They're just bad. So they double commit and we get an easy score. Good early challenge. I try to fake. So this is the thing about fakes that I need to learn. Who is that? Saga. All right, so let's see his view. This wasn't fake because he wasn't looking to react off of my hit, right? He was the one who was gonna hit. So a fake here was not really useful because he's not struggling to react to me. I'm reacting to him, and so I need to challenge here. I need to 50, not go for the fake. I try to pass it back to my teammate. That's a good play there. You know, I see that it's crowded in the corner. I know Hexawad's going that way, and so I know that if I take it back to him, they're not going to really be able to catch up to me, and it's still going to keep us in possession. And it's also the opposite side of the field. So he puts pressure on the goal. Buttery Toast panics, but Hexawad was unable to make a shot. He pops it up, which is fine. I catch. So this is bad positioning, right? Both of us are here. I guess it's not really bad positioning as long as only one of us goes and the other stays. Which is kind of what happens. Hexawad probably should have had that ball, but I had a better position, I think, to grab it, so I don't really see it as a mistake to grab it. If I bumped him out of the way to get it, or hit it across net instead of taking it to midfield and dribbling it, there's an argument that he should have got it. But since I did have such a clean catch, I think it worked out. Hexawad's there. Put the shot on goal. I'm doing it again. I see Hexawad's going slow here, and so I come down to take over. So let's say he hit that. It's still slow, and I prefer to keep the ball moving as fast as possible while having control. And if that means you take over for a teammate, that means that. Some people don't like that. They think it's an insult to them. They're like, oh, this is my possession, you must think I'm bad. It's not that. It's that the faster you get the ball from defense to offense, the more chance you have to disrupt the opponents. And that's what it should be about, right? We can take this slow down field, and I have no problem with a slow ball, right? Taking it slow down field, especially if you're low boost, your teammate's coming back. There's a million reasons to take a slow ball, but here, I know that the opponents are still kind of in an offensive stance. And so if I can get this ball really quickly to and put them on defensive pressure, they're going to be backstepping. They're going to be backpedaling, and that's when you catch them off guard. If I let Hexawad take the ball, Hexawad still might make a play, right? But it gives the opponents time to get in a defensive stance when there's no threat on my goal and no reason for me to be in the goal. Right? If there was a reason for me to be in the goal, if the opponent was, let's see if I can get this out. If the opponent was here instead of here, right? There's an argument for me staying in goal, right? Let's back it up just a little bit. Right, so I see Buttery Toast missed, and I see Sugadon. I come out because I know it's a free ball. But again, if he was here instead, this is wrong, right? This is bad. I should not be doing this. But the fact that he's here and he's pointed away from our goal, which means he's not in an attacking position at this moment, means that this is free. Now, if Hexawad has really, really good control over it, I let him have it. But since he doesn't, since he goes slow, right? Let's see. But since he goes slow, I take the ball, right? And now we have fast offensive pressure. Now, everything I just said was undone by Sugadon's challenge. And if Buttery Toast is better, he scores here because that is a ridiculous shot. But let's say I'm better and I cut this mid, right? It's actually a free goal, right? I cut it mid. He's not challenging me, but I take it right to him, right? And so I don't necessarily think the decision is wrong. I'm just bad. And I couldn't get control quick enough, and Sugadon's right there to read it. But we get lucky. We get lucky that's not a goal. Just bad mechanics by me. Good defensive movement by me, I think. I quickly recognize the misattack. I get in far post and I come out to challenge immediately, allowing Hexawad to get in defense. The air dribble's clean. Honestly, I should have been able to stop this. I need to jump anyways here, right? Because there's no problem with jumping and predicting it getting past your teammate. And I have enough time to save this. I'm just lazy, right? I must have been thinking or talking or doing something else because this is just, there's no excuse for not saving this. It's a good air dribble, but it ain't that good. It ain't good enough to get scored on over. Why go off the wall there? Lucky ass save. This is what I'm worried about. The decision to go off wall here. He clearly has possession. That's just a bad play. That's just a bad play. He clearly has possession. There's no reason to go off wall there. Should have 50'd instead of popping it over him. Lucky. Oh man, so bad. Catch and take to the right. I think that's what I tried to do, but I just failed at it. Poor mechanics. I get boost, luckily, and I get a favorable 50 for our teammate. Our teammate misses. I miss. Again, poor, inconsistent mechanics. Good 50 there. I need to leave this boost for my teammate. I do. I probably challenge this. Did I see Hexawad coming back? Or Hexawad challenges it? One of us needs to challenge this. And not retreat so much. I challenge at a bad time, right? Uh, this is straight right here. This is the time to challenge. This is when it gets a little bit more funky because now there's more space. I'm away from the wall instead of directly on it. If I had just braked or power slide or something like that. So this puts us in a bad position. Hexawad's going back, but he gets a ridiculous bounce right to his teammate. Could not have been a luckier bounce. We just get lucky kickoff goal. Great kickoff. Good challenge. So this is a play where I think Hexawad needs to leave. Right? Let's see his perspective to see if I'm right. So he gets a great challenge, right? So I can see how he sees the ball still his. The problem is, this is something I have a problem with, and I'm sure I do it all the time, right? I'm not saying I'm the same. But let's look at this ball, right? Oops. Let's go back up. All right. All right. So this ball is coming here. Okay. What is better for this play? So look at us right here, right? There's two rotational possibilities, right? So the first play is Hexawad hits it here at an angle. The ball bounces towards goal. I wrap around this way and get a pass, right? That's rotational pattern 1. I recognize that Hexawad's there. I recognize that he's hitting it off the wall. I read the wall pass, go mid, and try to get a shot. The second is Hexawad loops this way, and then I come down and hit it towards their goal, either passing it or getting a shot. So those are the two. I think this one's better, right? I think this situation is better, and the reason is because there's two possibilities of us scoring. There's two pressure opportunities on the defense. There's the initial shot that I'm going to take off the ball, right? The initial shot, and then there's going to be the secondary follow-up of Hexawad rotating mid and trying to hit the rebound in. That's two pressure opportunities. If we do the first scenario, it's one pressure opportunity. There's this. That's not a shot, right? That's a pass. Unless you're just really lucky and the opponents are really bad. But most of the time, this is not a pressure opportunity, hitting the ball off the wall towards the opponent's goal. Most of the time. Most of the time, it's very easy to read because you see where the ball's going. Another opportunity is him catching it and driving up the wall. Sorry. That's another potential. And I think that's what actually ends up trying to happen. But that's still slow. That's still slower than me just taking an immediate shot, Hexawad following up. Remember, I enjoy speed. That's kind of how I like playing. I like taking it to the opponent as fast as possible and trying to get them on their back foot. Some people don't like playing it like that. I do. So what ends up happening, let's at least focus on that, is Hexawad tries to catch it and takes it up the wall. I need to go this way and or read what happens and rotate away. But I think the better play is me taking a shot, my opponent rotating back this way or this way, depending on what happens after I shoot or a challenge. But let's watch what happens. So he catches. Okay, so neither of the scenarios were even possible, but at least I get the 50, right? Instead, I back off because I see Hexawad, but it's too late instead of seeing the 50. But we get a free goal. I miss a shot. because Hexawad gets a crazy 50. Now, there's an argument to let him have this, and there's an argument to let me have this. I'm not going to talk about either because it's irrelevant. In reality, he should have just let me hit the ball. If I see that he's not going to let me hit the ball, he should have it. Right? It's just how it should work. But instead, we miss a free goal because we both were unwilling to let the teammate play. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Good catch by me. I hear him behind me. I hear him wanting it. I go for the Doomsy. It's fine. Missed shot. Get lucky and hit that, otherwise it's a goal, I think. Unfortunate. So this is Hexawad panicking a little bit. Playing overly slow, I feel. And I don't think he's ever really played. I think I'm at high champ 2 right now, low champ 2, somewhere around there. So this might be faster. I know he's been in champ before, but I think he's usually he's used to diamond level. So this might be a little bit fast for him, this kind of gameplay. But he needs to learn that this right here, he needs to challenge this. And then he needs to learn that he like. Let's see from his perspective, right? Let's watch from his perspective. This will give us the best information about whether or not his decision was right. So he sees me coming back, right? What even happens here? Does he hit me? Is that what happens? Because we both save it. It's just both of us try to save it, and neither of us save it. Oh, God. It's so embarrassing. Unfortunate, right? Two goals just back to back to lose us the game. And it's just so disappointing, right? That's a good play. I'm not coming down on that because there's no reason to, right? This is you'll see a lot of people talk about this. Like, oh, why didn't you come? That was a pass. No, Buttery Toast clearly has this. And me coming down to try to take it is just a dumb move. So I'm not going to do that. That's not a good pass. Stop saying great pass. Recognize that you passed it to the teammate, right? Like, people do this all the time. Like, oh, that was a good pass. And it's like, well, yeah, it was a good pass to the opponent because he was right there. I don't care if it floats in front of goal, right? If I'm in a midfield and the opponent is in far post, it doesn't matter if it crosses the entire net because I'm not predicting your shot, right? I'm looking for a pass that's open. I'm not going to try to steal the ball from Buttery Toast here to score and then leave our net wide open. This is bad. This is why we get scored on, too. This play right here. This is all me. All me. What is this? What is this? If I hit it, we probably don't score, but at least we keep pressure. Hexawad plays fine here. He just misses a save. bad flick at the end. Overall, those two last goals honestly should have never happened, right? We lost the game because of two just dumb plays. I think most of the game we played fine. There was a couple rotational mistakes, a couple mechanical mistakes. You could tell Hexawad wasn't super aware of presence from the opponents and the teammates. But that's fine. And then those last two goals are just unfortunate, right? We also had a missed open goal because of the teammate chemistry. Both of us were unwilling to let the other person have the ball, and that's always going to lead to messed up plays. Same with that second to last shot. Neither of us were willing to let our teammate have the save. And then that last play was me whiffing a just ridiculously basic aerial, and Hexawad just unfortunately missing a save, which is less embarrassing than what I did. So overall, not bad. A couple of the key takeaways were the positioning, where a few times I drifted into here. You need to be strong right here, because that's not going to fly at higher ranks. This whole wishy-washy, bow-legged defensive stance. And yeah, that's about it. I'll catch you guys next time.